Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you well from wherever you're watching this channel. I believe you've been following this story of Jimmy Wanjigi's arrest. And I believe you have seen footages where Jimmy Wanjigi had presented himself at the DCI, but then was dramatically arrested. And you saw the footage of Jimmy Wanjigi arguing with the police officer. Now, because I believe you all saw those footages, there is something to all this that I don't know whether you've managed to capture. While going through the footages, those videos of what happened, the events that led to Jimmy Wanjigi's arrest until when he was arrested and when his fingerprints were taken, I managed to follow all those events. But this particular part where fingerprints are taken, that is where I want us to base our argument on. Fingerprints are taken. You know very well that if your fingerprints are taken, you're arrested, you're taken to court and all that, most likely certificate of good conduct will not be issued to you. And you also know very well that for you to become a president of this republic, first of all, for the vetting process to be successful by the IEBC, you must have a certificate of good conduct. I don't know whether you're seeing what I'm seeing. You know, all these things, according to me, were planned. The idea here is to try to find any possible way of barring Jimmy Wanjigi from contesting for presidency in 2027, because right now the biggest threat to William Ruto is not even Kalonzo Musyoka, it's not even Raila Amolo Odinga, it's not even Wajakoya, not even Eugene Wamalwa, but the biggest threat is Jimmy Wanjigi.
Okay, so Jimmy, are you trying to overthrow the government?
I want William Ruto gone like yesterday.
Jimmy Wanjigi speaks the language of the Gen Zs. The Gen Zs resonate well with Jimmy Wanjigi. So meaning, these people are most likely going to vote for Jimmy Wanjigi if Jimmy Wanjigi vies as a president of this republic. And William Ruto knows very well that if should that happen, then he is going to face it. So I would like us to go extensively into this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, this issue of fingerprints. Kindly just like this video. It's so important if you like this video, and I'm so grateful for everyone who has been liking our videos. I don't take that for granted. Subscribe to our channel if you've not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. These fingerprints. First of all, let me take you to some of the events of this arrest of Jimmy Wanjigi. One thing that I know for sure, Jimmy Wanjigi will not be jailed. That is something I am very much sure about. I mean, I'm like 150% sure that that's not going to happen. But you see, there are mistakes which the police have already committed and the government. Mistakes. Leave alone the fact that Jimmy Wanjigi has a battery of lawyers who are going to represent him in court. I believe you know about John Kaminwa. You also know about Willis Otieno. The picky ponky lawyer. Those are some of the biggest notable lawyers who are going to represent Jimmy Wanjigi. But let's look at something here. I am as sure as hell that Jimmy Wanjigi will not be jailed. Why? Because first, the police have committed a first mistake, a mistake of arresting Jimmy Wanjigi despite the fact that courts had given a temporary reprieve when it comes to arrest of Jimmy Wanjigi. What does that mean? It's very simple, that the police should not interfere with the freedom of Jimmy Wanjigi. But now, Jimmy Wanjigi presented himself for questioning, then he was dramatically arrested. It means the police have already shown the courts some contempt. You know, they have shown contempt of the courts, and this is again punishable by law. We also know that the revocation of Jimmy Wanjigi's firearm license, this revocation, that letter did not reach the lawyers of Jimmy Wanjigi in time. That is why, since they were not served, there is no way that case which has been filed it has been filed against Jimmy Wanjigi will sail through. The issue of illegal firearms, which he was found with without the certificate.
As it is, the police here are ignoring the order issued by the High Court, stopping the arrest or continued detention of Jimmy Wanjigi. If they have an issue with him, they meet in court. They don't want to do that. So,
very well, ladies and gentlemen. So personally, what I think, with this arrest of Jimmy Wanjigi, I believe that Ruto thinks that maybe he is punishing Jimmy Wanjigi, but he doesn't know that he is making him, grow politically. He is literally giving Kenyans an alternative after Raila. You see, if I were Ruto, I would have just ignored Jimmy Wanjigi completely. Let Jimmy Wanjigi talk, speak about whatever you want to speak about, but continue with your agenda. But now that Ruto has involved himself with the politics of Jimmy Wanjigi, so hiyo itampatia jina mbaya.
Ile side nyingine. Piga alafu toke. Enda pande ile nyingine. Mpate ngapi? Duku.
I am here to face the injustice of a regime that has decided oppression is its way. We are going to hear why they have summoned me, and here to tell you what they are trying to do.
What are the details of the summons?
That they found a car outside my residence. They say they have found a car outside my residence that has got items they want to question me about. I'm waiting to hear what that is about. So just be back here within a few minutes. So ngojeni kidogo, because we also have our complaint against the same police.
Just walk.
I will go in at my own time. No. Na kama sitaingia? No. Hakuna cha hicho. Have respect.
Ingia basi kwa gari. We respect you mheshimiwa. Ingia kwa gari.
Don't order me.
No, we are not ordering you.
No, then keep quiet.
Ingia.
Keep quiet.
Mimi narudi huko. Mimi narudi huko pande hii. Hakuna mimi kuingia huko. Hapa ndio mwisho. Sawa, chukua tu, lakini hapa ndio mwisho. Enda huko. Mwisho ni hapo. Fungulia ile njia. Thank you very much. Haya. Songa pande hiyo. Hivyo sasa wakoje huko. Tusonge huko. Kindly. The other side.
I see this issue of Jimmy Wanjigi's arrest as a huge threat to the Gen Zs. This is what I see, ladies and gentlemen. So perhaps if you're watching this video and have not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.